Welcome to another delightful episode of And Cowboys. It's supposed to be Misadventures with
Kiki
and Cowboy.
Wow, that's really annoying.
Wait.
Kiki!
So you're annoying yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you know that like when you do something and you go,
No.
wow.
I disagree, Kiki. I think we should be offering just so this is
a service like that's a service to people.
It's a special announcement that we have ringtones available.
Oh, yeah. Actually, it's really funny you say that.
Yes.
My oldest kid threatened to make a ringtone for me of them just going, mom,
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 mom, mom, mom, mother, mom. And I was like, don't even.
That would be the worst
That's the
ringtone.
worst. Yes.
Other than dogs barking.
Could you imagine just your
can't.
kids steal your phone and then
Yep.
they're like, mom,
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 mom.
mom. I don't know. I think that's almost as good as the pet rock for a sellable thing. It's this simple. Just have your children call in, record. The script is, they know the script already. They say mom 14 different times. and we send you your new ringtone. Gold. Yes. Treat yourself.
Yes.
To the new mom ringtone.
Oh my God.
Also available for dad.
For dads. Do it on Dad's Day.
Dad. Are you listening? Dad. What it does is it teaches you to tune out your kids.
Absolutely.
So you
100%.
got start early.
It is. Yes. When you have an infant, this
regain
should be
your sanity.
The first gift you give somebody when they come home from the hospital.
Is the crying baby ringtone?
Is like a ringtone of them as teenagers.
Yes.
Or this is, I don't know, because when we had young children, we were not married to each other,
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
But I do happen to know that with your 3 kids, you had a minivan.
Yes.
With my 3 kids, I had a minivan.
Yes.
I think we both sold our souls to the devil and got the built-in DVD video.
Oh, wait, we absolutely
entertainment.
Well, ours wasn't built in;
system.
it was aftermarket. But boy, did we use it!
Yes,
we installed it.
100%.
I put it in my truck, even though it was a whatever King Cab where it has seats in the back and seats in the front. But I installed it right there because
you had like the suspension cable kind,
right?
Like,
yeah.
See, mine was
with the Velcro straps and stuff.
Yeah.
However, but it did help because we can move it from vehicle.
Well,
to vehicle.
yeah, that duh.
And this is for our listening audience because this may be in the future. It's certainly not now because we're recording it right now. But let me set the stage that this was pre iPhone anything. Like this was pre.
Oh, no iPads.
Yeah, no iPad. None of that stuff.
No.
Or iTunes. What was the thing that used to just only play iTunes?
Oh, yeah, iPod.
Listen to me. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been like 15 years.
It was before. It was
before
after
there were any digital devices
the Walkman.
That weren't Fisher Price. Yeah. Basically, Blackberries were back then.
Yes.
And if you let your kid use that, they would break it.
Oh, it was just, yeah. So what I was saying is
DVD,
like this whole, like, as you were saying, it's going to train you to ignore your kids.
Oh, yeah.
So I would talk. I was a solo parent for a long time. So I would be in the car with all the kids going to all the things by myself all the time. So I spent lots of hours on the phone with my best friend constantly. Like, in fact, this was the days before unlimited phone calls, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
She and I ended up signing up for the same carrier and made sure that we were on each other's plans.
Because, there's a friends and family plan thing.
Yes, yeah. Like at one time you could pick 5 people that you could call. Because back then
you paid for your minutes.
Paid by their minute. Right.
What a rip-off. Yeah, but still.
So,
man, the phone companies were making so much money, and now they just charge $1,000.
So, fun fact, she actually went in, and she was like, look, I need to get on the same phone plan that my best friend is on because we talk all the time, and we need something that'll save us. And he's kind of like, yeah, like, whatever. Show me when you mean, how much you talk.
He looks down his
she shows him, and he's like,
That's 40,000 minutes.
He's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Teenagers, you like beat teenagers on phones. Like, because we were on the phone all the time. So my point being is I would be in the car all the time with the kids, with the entertainment center, potentially with the dogs, the whole thing.
Yep.
And
Caravanning about.
Absolute chaos. And I'm driving the car, talking to her, and she would just be like, I don't know how you can do it. Like, your kids are losing their mind in the back seat, and I would just
She
be
could
like,
hear that.
Yeah, and well,
like,
because
"What do you mean?"
you know, because we didn't have the noise canceling AirPods or
yeah.
any of that at the time, right? So, and I was just like, oh, I didn't even notice. Like, it's completely oblivious to the fact that the kids are just going ape shit in the back.
Well, because they were watching a show though, right?
Yeah, or they were arguing,
goofing
or
off.
they were goofing off, or whatever. I
Yep.
mean, you know, it didn't really matter. So,
Yep.
so yes, to the point of early, get somebody who has a new child, get them the mom or dad ringtone, and by
Help
the
them
time
tune
that
it
they
out.
are,
Yeah.
you know, a teen or a tween, then you'll be all set.
Yep.
You'll be able to ignore them with the best of anybody.
Now there's also a market for the teens that's like, it's basically your parents saying their name. Like Jenny.
Get over here.
Jenny. But it sounds like it's coming from across the house. You know, because we know that they tune that out the best.
They do.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. They might tune it out even when you're right there.
Oh,
next to them.
absolutely. Well, you'd give them the different ringtones for different times a day or something like that.
Yes, that's
yeah.
fair.
We're onto something if ringtones sold at all, which I don't think they sell anymore.
Absolutely. We're bringing it back.
Okay, let's bring back the ringtones.
Yeah, we're going to bring back the ringtone with a Kiki and a Cowboy. How would yours be? I've already demonstrated how annoying mine would be.
Mine would just be, babe.
I don't think that's annoying. You're going to have to work harder. You're going to have, maybe on the next episode
You
we'll
have to
have something for...
So I don't know what annoys you. I think we just didn't we do an episode recently on something like that?
We did, but I was just thinking to myself, that's a dangerous question, because if I tell you what annoys me, you're guaranteed to do it.
Sweetie, you can't buy that. Sweetie, you should,
No.
Sweetie, no. Yeah, oh, you love being told not to do something. Sweetie, you can't do that. How's that? Kiki, you cannot do that.
That would be my personal.
That's a bad idea. Don't do it.
That's a bad idea. Don't do it.
I forbid it.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
As your husband, I forbid that thing you're doing.
That's the gold.
All right, we'll work on that. There's definitely something there, you know, for the ladies.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
The listening audience, men, let's develop this together.
Yes.
So add your in future any comments you add are trademarked and copyrighted by the Kiki and Cowboy. Yeah. So the great ideas, put them there. They're ours. We'll just take them.
You're supposed to have like the lawyer say that in like super fast, like, you know, like auctioneer language.
All ideas posted will be consumed and sole copyright and use purposes for Kiki and Cowboy.
Absolutely. We'll put it on a shirt, and you can't have any of the coffee money.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, we do have the buy us coffee link in some of these shows.
It does, and it doesn't work. So just so you know,
works.
It's a pain in the fucking ass.
It's worth doing.
It's not. I tried clicking on it. It's a
nightmare. You were going to buy us coffee?
I was.
Oh.
I was going to buy you coffee, but never mind.
All right. Well, now everybody, let's do an exercise here. I'm gonna pull up. I'm going to choose. Now here's a battle we have amongst us. We're talking about phones and smart devices.
Yes.
So Kiki, I think we mentioned this. Kiki has an Apple product.
Yes.
And Cowboy has a Android product.
Now, what's fascinating about this is
she always brings this up, and it's not that fascinating.
It is fascinating.
It is.
I work on a PC in my work life.
Yes, she does.
And then every other product I own is an Apple product. You, however,
Cowboy works
on an Apple. You work on a Mac.
Primarily on a Mac, but I also have a PC laptop.
And you hate everything else Apple. You don't. Well, that's actually a lie. You have AirPods, but you don't connect them to an Apple device.
No, I
you
connect
them
them
to
to
an
an Android device.
Android. And then you're like, I don't know why it doesn't do all the things.
It doesn't do all the features, but it's
What
okay.
do you mean it can mute people?
What?
What?
That's nuts.
You can actually, like, I don't know whatever it is.
And Kiki knows this. Years ago, I want to say like 4 phones ago, I tried an iPhone.
I don't know this at all. I've never witnessed
well, let's
this.
just say I had it for not quite a year, and I hated it.
I don't know why.
Nothing made sense. And when I went back to Android, I was like, this is my home.
Oh, so
now
disgusting.
on my computer. So
how can I love
it's funny
you?
that
I don't even know.
all the software I have is agnostic. Like it works on PC or Mac. Because I have that PC laptop. It's Alienware. It's awesome, and I take it to work and stuff like that.
It's awesome. Every time he throws a fit about his computer not
stuff
working,
doesn't work. Yes,
it will be the PC.
Yes,
every single time, and then it's
Kiki
just
will fix it for me.
It's just the
Kiki is
frickin'
piece of shit doesn't work at all.
Yes.
And then that's exactly what I say and exactly how I sound. I get really frustrated. And Kiki comes in there and logics through it, solves it, and then just kind of, you're welcome. And then walks away. Saunters about the room with her knowledge and skills.
Yes. I saunter, do I?
You saunter about. Yeah, takes a turn about the room with her awesomeness.
Do I?
All right, I'm okay. Follow along with people.
Okay, you're
Kiki,
gonna mute me while you do a follow along there for a second because I have to go put the fish in the oven.
I think you're on this channel. Muting there. She's muted. Okay. So what I did is I went to on our social media. Some of them say, "If do you love us?" And at the top, it's to buy us a coffee. It's like there's a ton of them. There's like a Patreon and stuff like this. This one's called Buy Us a Coffee. It's the same thing. But basically, you go in, and I'm practicing this now to see if it even works. It probably doesn't. And but I'm right here, Kiki. So I've clicked on the thing, clicked on the link, and took me there. I pick how many coffees I want to buy. I'm buying us 4 for no reason. And then you put in your name and your email. There's my name and email, and I click pay. And it's that simple. Look, it's you put in your card number. If you have one saved to your phone, which I don't because it's an Android. I'm sure Apple has it saved to your phone and your watch and everything. And so you fill it in and then you pay, and that's it. And it goes to us. Look at that. That's that simple. I can buy us 5 coffees right now with our own money, which seems absurd, especially because there's a small fee. And really, all it is I think it's set at like $4 or $5 per coffee or something like that. That's silly. But if you do go there, bonus, if you do go to the Buy Me a Coffee link on our stuff, it has additional stuff on there. And, and then it shows, you scroll down, you see stuff about our podcast and things like that. So kind of fun. That's kind of a neat thing. So, maybe somebody will try it out. Very cool. Okay. Oh, she's back. Look.
Yeah, it's about time that you unmute me.
I had her
over here
muted.
talking.
You weren't talking. You were just looking
sitting there
at me.
looking at you, going,
you were gazing,
hello.
You were gazing at the wonder that is
I think
Cowboy.
he purposely kept me muted.
Yeah, like, no, just kidding. Like, I didn't notice that big red button that says mute.
Yes.
Okay, so I
Yes.
gave him the tutorial on the Buy Me a Coffee thing.
Okay,
so,
well, thank you. You, the tech expert, giving people.
Clearly, yes. And where I got the idea was Malcolm Geit. We've talked about him before.
Yes,
He's poet.
your mentor and hero.
And, hero that I got an autographed book for one time. He lives in the UK.
That you stalk.
I stalked him, yes.
Regularly.
Worth doing. I recommend it. The legal form. I don't know. What's the? I don't want to go on there.
What are you talking about over there?
It's called an aneurysm.
Okay.
So there's lots of
clarifying.
isms. That one's the anure. Yeah. I got it. Aneurism. One for everybody. But essentially, I was backing out of the whole stalking conversation that was about to happen. But
okay.
So where I was going with that is Malcolm Geit on his, instead of like Patreon or whatnot, he has Buy Me a Coffee.
Okay.
And it's just, I was like, oh, that's neat. Because then you're sitting with him listening to the show.
Idea.
It is a service. It's not, he didn't come up with it, my dear. It's like Patreon. It's like saying he came up with Patreon. He did not, But so I was like, that buy us a coffee is we're both Kiki and Cowboy.
He has an OnlyFans page too.
He does not.
Oh, okay.
God, I hope not. Well, if he does, it's him reading. It's
probably him reading
The Hobbit to you.
The Hobbit or poetry.
Yeah,
something.
Which people I'm sure.
Which
pay
I'm
for.
sure you would actually
Absolutely.
subscribe.
Yeah,
100%. I guarantee he'll be looking that up tonight.
Yeah, it's like, man, does he have? I'm sure. Well, I know that on his YouTube channel and stuff like that, there is if you can buy a membership. And it unlocks other cool stuff on his YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah, as a member, which we haven't set that up yet, Kiki. But at some point, if we have enough,
Our members have access to us
our member,
for free.
our follower, everything we have available, our dear follower, you already have access to. So
Yes.
Don't sweat it. So
Yes.
If we ever become some type
Unlimited
of
and
Clearly.
useless T-shirt ideas,
we're
but not
available by
actually
phone.
any T-shirt.
yeah, we have T-shirt ideas.
Yes,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, we're good for T-shirt
Constantly.
ideas. And you've heard some of them on previous episodes. So
Indeed.
And again, if you have ideas, put them in the chat. Solely responsible for it.
Are you doing all the legal jargon?
All comments become the immediate property of Misadventure with Kiki and
I thought
Cowboy.
those are like medical,
Non-refutable,
whatever. You're like,
Side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and death by happiness. And pregnancy.
Whoa, that took a turn.
Yeah, it really throws off the dudes. Like, wait, what? You don't want to know what you're impregnated with, though. Joy.
Oh,
yeah,
gross.
the Lord.
Oh.
You know.
Well, we're gonna get struck by lightning right now
true.
for that.
That's limited to Mary and Mary alone.
I'm trying to look up there and be like, I'm not with him.
She's distancing herself, but you're connected electronically right now. If lightning hit me, it would go through this entire system and hit you in the headphones. Jump through your microphone.
Do you know? Okay, fun fact again before we get on the topic of the day.
Ooh.
But there was a really big storm several years ago, like many years ago. And I was
Did it result
sitting,
in a flood? Are we going biblical all of a sudden?
No, but it has to do with lightning.
Oh.
So I was sitting like you are with my back to the window on an exterior wall.
Gotcha.
And I was facing somebody who was in the center of the room, and we were talking. And his eyes just like sprung open because there was a storm outside.
Yes.
And, didn't think anything of it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
but his eyes just got huge.
Because your hair was suddenly standing up like Medusa?
I have very long hair. Well, not very long, but I have long, heavy hair. So, no, I don't think that happened, but I absolutely felt the energy crawl up my spine and into my head.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah.
And he just looked and he just goes, lightning just struck right outside the window.
Did y'all not hear it?
Like, no. I mean, I don't know, but
Yeah.
no, I don't recall it.
But you felt it more than
But
you
it
heard
was
it,
like
yeah.
only 3 feet,
Yeah.
5 feet, 6 feet, whatever it
It
was.
just boom,
like
yeah.
right outside the window. So yeah, when you say that, you know, getting struck by lightning and I'm going to get
Well, fun fact.
electrocuted in the ears.
So I think the possibility of me getting struck is diminished because my bio dad has been struck twice.
Oh, that's right.
So he's the lightning rod of the family.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it runs.
To have you,
being
like,
struck by lightning runs in the family.
Go
Per se.
play in the rain.
Yeah. Although I was standing out front on my front porch in my previous house. For some reason, I was eating soup, but I was watching the storm. I was like, "Oh, cool storm!" And then
Eating soup with a metal spoon.
Well, lightning struck literally the house. It struck the top of the house.
That's probably why, because you were out there with a spoon.
No, but I felt the energy, like you said.
Crazy,
and
isn't
then I
it?
saw debris from the top of the house land in front of me. I was like, good thing I was under the porch, but I was like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
and it's good that the house wasn't on fire, but it
Yes.
literally melted some shingles up there and blew it to pieces.
Did it fry like all the
It fried
electronics in the house?
Some parts of the house were offline for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, but luckily we had already switched from cable to high-speed internet, so it was the cable from the satellite dish and stuff that was fried. And we
Wow.
weren't
Oh,
using
that's
it.
what it was
And
that had-
when we remodeled the house, we looked up under because they came back and redid the roof,
Yeah.
but some of the wood had these black spider stuff,
Wow.
like vein things from where the electricity had gone.
That's crazy.
It wasn't on fire, but it had burnt some of the
Yeah.
wood. Then we ended up replacing all that. But
Oh,
it's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lightning.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
closest we've both been to being struck.
Yeah.
Might have been the same storm.
Might have been.
Yeah, who knows?
Might have been.
You never know.
Mayhaps.
Thor, the god of thunder
And lightning.
and lightning. He's the god
Anyway.
of thunder, though. But it's funny, they don't really mention he's the god of thunder, but he always has like the blue lightning that he shoots out. So
Yeah.
how is he the god of thunder? That would just be like he just killed you with noise. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
it's more cinematic when you see lightning. But it's
Yes.
odd because he said he's the god of thunder.
Interesting.
So what's up with that?
I'll
That's
let you
Marvel,
know.
right? That's Marvel. Yeah, versus DC.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvel.
Yeah.
The better one.
Yeah, the better one. Well, the DC apparently is the dark one, where everything is kind of like they're more evil than good.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
So, yeah.
Okay. You say so.
DC's Wonder Woman, though, right? And Superman?
Yeah, Wonder Woman and Superman. That's why I was like, I don't think it's the
Someone look that up for
bad
us.
guys.
Yeah, let's
But
solve
anyway.
that. We're not going to do that now.
Okay.
Cool.
We're
All right,
not-
so I guess we're 20 minutes in, so we should get
okay,
to
I guess we
today's show
should.
topic.
So I thought we could talk about our latest, one of our latest misadventures.
Ooh.
I am fondly nicknaming it until otherwise named on the podcast. I'm going to call it Colorado.
Colorado. All right.
Yes.
So I'll
I figured you
take it from there.
I figured you wanted to tee this one up.
So we had planned a trip to Colorado. We were going to see our one of our eldest. We have 2 daughters about the same age, and one of our eldest lives there. And we were going to make this awesome 2-day trip up, spend the weekend with her, and make a 2-day trip back, or some variant of that. Well, as we plan, as one does,
Yes.
Cowboy identifies an issue with
Yes.
Misadventure,
This-
which is also the name of our motorcycle.
This, by the way, was going to be by far
The longest trip we've taken.
the longest trip we have ever taken.
By
on the motorcycle.
By motorcycle, yes.
Might be together the longest trip. You and I have never taken a long.
Car
ride.
We've flown to Vegas.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like a
the
car
most time
ride.
we spent sitting next to each other in transit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because it's 8 hours. It's like 12, 14 hours each
So we were
way.
we were gonna do
half.
two 8-hour legs basically
Yeah,
to
that
get
was-
there, have 2 days there, and then another 2 days
So
back.
there's all
right?
kinds of logistical planning and,
Yes.
and wardrobe, and also Kiki went through this. You have to tell him about this, but she's trying to find a way to keep herself entertained sitting directly behind me, because she can't really see the road in front because there's a helmet right in
Gonna
front
give
of her
away
face.
all of my motorcycle secrets.
Yes, and okay. But anyway, she's working on a way to mount a phone in front of her, but not attached to me. I offered actually to literally strap an iPad as a backpack behind me, but she would be like touching it and stuff like that, which she thought might annoy me.
Poke.
Yes, which I think would get old after about
You
6
think?
hours of,
You
of
think?
constant.
I think
it
after
would
about
be,
6
it would be
minutes,
nudging.
you would
Yes,
be
the
like,
constant
"Stop
nudging."
touching me.
Yes, stop touching me. And not to mention there had to be a cable
I
attached to it.
touched your knee while we were weightlifting, and you couldn't stand it.
Well,
like,
it
so me
distracted
poking
me.
you in the back
Yes,
while you're driving.
it distracted me.
The fact
I was
that
like, don't do that.
I think the
'Cause
last time we talked about the motorcycle, I
Yes.
said, hee, I didn't answer you when you were asking me when you were testing the
In
comms.
traffic,
And you were like,
I got annoyed.
don't mess
I was
around on
"That's
the
not- While we're in
motorcycle."
traffic, I have a lot of things to concentrate on. Don't goof. No.
So yeah, me poking you in the back for
And
8 hours straight for 2 days.
We know telling Kiki not to do something means she wants to.
Oh yeah.
So so let's talk them through the solutions you found for keeping.
Oh, I was
keeping
going to
yourself
think about the
engaged.
motorcycle itself.
Oh, okay,
So
well,
we might have to break this up into 2
This
episodes.
may have to be 2, yeah. So I think our goal and
So tell you what, we'll come back to mine because the whole point of this is
Yes.
Colorado no.
Right.
And my part of it was Colorado yes.
Yeah.
So yours was the no
that
part.
doesn't roll off the tongue like Colorado.
Okay, well, fair enough.
No, yours was
Colorado
Colorado
yay.
go.
Colorado
She was Colorado go, and then I had to go. I had to do a Colorado no.
Yes.
So she has. So we'll go into your stuff, but I'm trying to keep us at 30
I
minutes.
know.
We're at
So
24.
we might have to come back and
So
talk about my
I want
motorcycle
to talk about
secrets that I can sell
motorcycle
to anybody.
secrets. Yes. So we're going to come back to that. But where she has lots of clever things she came up with, which we will employ. Now we've got a trip coming up to around Thanksgiving that we're going to talk about. It's the reunion trip of
the solo female. With,
the only female with
50 guys.
for our church group.
Yeah.
If you heard that episode, basically it's and I looked again, Kiki, to see if there was any mention of do not bring your wives, and there's 0.
Yes.
It doesn't say.
But does it say that anybody else is?
No, but it does
Are there
not.
any names on the list that look even remotely female? No. Have you mentioned to anybody?
I did. Today I mentioned to
you say,
the main
"Hey"?
guy. Yeah.
No. I mean, did you post to all the writers and say, "Hey, bring your wives"?
No.
Of course not.
I didn't ask them to bring. So actually, you're going to love this even more. I want to get back to the Colorado thing. Actually, in short, since we're short on time, basically what happened is Misadventure, our motorcycle, had a weird issue with brake fluid leaking from something called an anti-dive, which is not. It's not actually part of the brakes. It's just it's activated when you brake real hard, and it pushes fluid into this thing's called the anti-dive.
Beep, beep, beep,
I know,
snore.
super boring.
That's like super
Long story short, it
boring.
was leaking. I couldn't stop the leak, and I tried 15 different things. And by the time we were getting close to leaving, it was like no go for launch, like they do in Apollo 13, one of my favorite films. And
I was like, go,
and
go,
she was, and
go,
I was like, and I
go.
just had to go, no, it's not safe. Because of the added weight
I can't.
of the trailer. Because of the added weight of the trailer
whoa.
would have impacted the braking system
Rude.
even more. No, I said of the trailer. I did put it in the pregnant pause just to enhance the moment. But the braking system would have been taxed, given we were going into the mountains with the trailer because of the trailer and stuff like that. I knew it would be unsafe, so I said no. And update. For those listening.
Well, hold on.
I don't want to go to the update yet.
No, don't want to.
I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to what I told the guys.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to that at the
Yeah.
end here. So what I wanted to point out to everybody is that this leak has been going on for months now.
Like 6 months, a while.
Did I know that it was causing my husband stress? No. Why would that be? Because somebody kept saying, "Oh, it's not a big deal,
I think
dear.
I fixed it. It's fine.
I'm going to go ride the motorcycle again. I'm sure it's fine.
It's a very slow
It's a very
leak.
tiny leak.
It's
Oh,
tiny.
it's not a big deal." Right? And then we get to
Well, we get to a multi-day
we get to
challenging with a trailer road trip.
we get to a few days before launch,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, confession time. Hey, I'm really stressed out. The motorcycle started leaking again. So he goes and he talks to. Well, he doesn't have enough time to get a specific part. He was quoted by some motorcycle repair shop that he had to get a whole new front end to the motorcycle. It was going to be a couple $1,000.
They misdiagnosed it, and they said it's all
And
one part and that
So,
kind of dumb stuff. Yeah.
whatever. So
That's what was stressing me. Yeah.
he there was a little bolt that is purposely designed to have hydraulic fluid flow through it. And he took it to a machinist who said, "You know what? I could probably hollow out the bolt a little bit and plug it with another screw
Yep.
that'll hold much tighter."
And it did.
You had soldered the inside of that bolt, and
Where
you
the
thought
fluid went through.
Yeah, and you had thought the solder would have solved it,
gummed it up.
and it turns out
Well,
the hydraulic fluid is too hot and too much pressure, and it just turned the
The solder basically
into,
gave.
It did.
Yeah,
It just
it's
broke apart.
The fluid went through.
So he got this machined, but we didn't have time to test it.
Right. And it wasn't worth our lives.
And so he repairs it. We don't go on the trip. We end up having to call our daughter and, at the last minute and apologize and say, "I'm so sorry, we're not going to be able to come up." And of course, because of the timing of everything, with winter coming,
Yep. And the risks of a storm.
the risk of snow, because you have to go up in the mountains. The snow season starts pretty early, usually at the beginning of October.
Have they had snow yet? They probably have.
I haven't watched, honestly, so I don't know on that.
I'm gonna
But
check out the
anyway,
weather right now.
we wait for a few days because we were like, okay, which one are we going to regret more? Careening off of a cliff because the brakes failed, or finding out that the repair worked and not being on the trip.
Yep.
And so we opted for that one. Lame. And guess what? The leak happened again.
It did.
And so he was just pulling out his hair, and he was like, "I'm going to sell the motorcycle." I'm like, "You're not going to sell the motorcycle."
Yeah, it was very stressful. I will tell you that the weather in Denver has been amazing.
I bet it probably has.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Will you mute me again, and then you can
Doesn't appear
you
to be
can
any
let
sound.
them know
All right.
what you did to solve that
Okay.
real quick?
So she's muted. So here's how it was solved. Finally, and that's this week. It's 2 weeks after the ill-fated trip that never was. I did some more research after it's still leaking, and turns out there is part of the assembly that can be replaced, the part that was leaking. And I called the local dealership, and they had one for because it's a 2008 bike. They had one.
$10,000.
No, it was $260 for this very small part, very specialized, and I'm happy to report I installed it.
$10,000.
I just told him it's $260, and she's so silly. And the installation was what was expensive. Wink. I installed it myself.
Yes.
And
what did you break in the process?
Nothing. A little bit of my pride, but the good news is
Next week, new motorcycle repairs.
Yes. So the good news is it appears to be working perfectly now. No leak. The brake pressure is great. Not leaking any fluid at all. It rides like it's supposed to. And I told Kiki, I came in from a 2-hour ride this morning, and I said, this is the first time I had almost no anxiety from that.
I can't imagine. Why would we have anxiety?
Well, the whole
because
time I
our
was
brake fluid is leaking.
Yeah, so that was...
No, dear, I don't mind it. It's
I
fine.
don't mind
it's
it.
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I just need the
Let's
bike.
go on this big trip. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, now, but the good news is tomorrow I'm
Don't worry, I'm not holding it against you.
tomorrow
I'm
I'm riding
not
for
holding a grudge.
about 8 hours total. I'm heading down to see two of my kiddos, our kiddos, at the university that they're attending, and to celebrate a milestone. And the good news is it appears to be perfectly rideable and happy.
It appears.
Yeah, well, but again, I did the test ride today, and there were
Luckily, there's
zero
no
issues.
cliffs so that you can't careen off of something.
Well, exactly. I'm still just riding in Texas, so it's flat.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. But ahead of that, so now I feel safe for like the
now you feel safe.
Yeah, I feel safe adding a trailer to it at any time.
You feel safe in time to go see your kids.
Well, yes. Sure.
I don't know about my kids.
We can go to Colorado next weekend, baby. Just check the weather.
What's really funny about this whole thing is that as soon as we booked the trip and we said we're going to come and see my daughter, then she responds with, "Great, I'm going to book a trip down to Texas
in
2 weeks later." And I'm like,
yeah, she's already come and gone. Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck are we going all the way up there?
Yeah.
Like, the whole point was like, we haven't seen you in a long time,
wanted
and
to
now
go see
you're
her.
turning around and coming down here and stay with us for like a week.
Yep, it was funny. She was here for a week. Yeah, it was very funny.
So yeah,
so it's clearly meant to be that she
it was
to
clearly
come
meant to
here,
be.
yeah.
But yes,
But we are doing that long road trip
Misadventures
in November.
alive and well. Yes. Okay,
Look
so
forward
we're
to
gonna
that
finish
episode.
with that. You got to tell me, and then we'll
So this
we'll
is
probably come back.
So here's
to some
what
of
I
these
said to the
stories.
guys, and all these are. It's funny that all these code names. I barely know anybody's names because we're on Discord.
What is your code
for
name
the Hill
on here?
Country Ride? My code name is my entire name, middle initial included. These other people are.
Wait! Before you say anything, you're reminding me. Is this the one where you were like, "Oh yeah, I used my bank password"?
Yes. So for this app, I use my full name and my bank password. Freaking stupid.
Remember how
I have
Pokemon? I'm the one who used my password as my name.
I have
because
changed
was
it
like...
since. Yes, I have changed it since.
So everybody, if you want to know it, you need to go to www.
But like half these guys, it's the like their handle. Like one of them is and I'm gonna change it just a little bit, but it's MVP 25. You know, it's just like, who the heck is that? You know,
Right.
somebody knows. You know, but
Well, everybody knows who you are.
yeah, but it's all this like.
Did you just say your name out loud on the radio too?
No.
You just read your whole name, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Did you say?
I said first name. It's my first and last name with middle initial.
Did you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Never
cool.
mind.
Yeah, either way, I'll edit it
Cowboy
out.
Goldwing.
Yeah, something like that. Goldwing Cowboy. But a lot of these are just it's a bunch of letters with numbers, and it's like, who is that? You know,
I have no idea.
But
That's true.
yeah. So I'm looking at this, and here's what I told him. I said, Real quick, and this is to the leader, but everybody can read this. My bride, Kiki, will be joining us again this year, so we have a designated group photographer again.
What? You
Wink.
did not volunteer me. Asshole.
We are leading the slower pace group, so we will stop for scenic stuff so she can take photos of all of us as she does.
I'm flipping you off.
I already
with
got
double
three
fists.
thumbs up. But I did open the floor again. Gently nudged them to say, I'm bringing my bride. Stop. Right? So now they all know that someone's bringing their bride in advance.
I'm going to go.
Last time we surprised them.
I'm going to go onto the
Notice
church
I'm not adding you to this
public website, and I'm going to hashtag everybody and be like,
so
it was such an amazing trip last year,
you
guys.
should do it. You should do it now. Start advertising now.
Exactly.
I'm so looking forward to the
I hope
Hill
I get to
Country
meet
ride.
everybody's wives.
No, I can't wait to meet all the wives. And they're all like, yeah,
Exactly.
But I got three thumbs up. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you did. They're going to be delighted that the
the photographer.
official photographer.
And again, if you've listened to our podcast, you know the funny story from that. So good memories. Kiki loves that so much.
Oh, I do.
We did book our hotel today, and we
at
that's
the
different
lake.
episode.
So
We're at
late.
35. We're too far in. Okay. Anyway, details next time. That'll be part of the next story anyway. So
fair enough.
Want to let our one of our listeners we know is going through some challenges right now. So we want,
Kiki.
You're too soon. But we do want to reach out and say we are praying for you. We care about you. And,
We love you.
And thinking about you every day. And I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was
Kiki.
Misadventures with
Kiki
and Cowboy and
Kiki.
definitely a ringtone. Look for the ringtone. Property of Misadventures with Kiki. Kiki and Cowboy.
Kiki.
Sole rights and exclusive may cause diarrhea.
That I definitely
Side
do.
effects include. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Love y'all.
Bleh.
Bye.
Ka-chow!